Hi guys, I am Nu-Trix the Synth Guy, and good morning. Just got up Saturday morning, wanted to work on a song, working on a beat, and I have this cool new plugin from Bleass, which, by God, you need to follow them and know what they're doing if you're into iOS music, because they've got really cool plugin for your app. What they have today is a slow motion app, a plugin that slows down the pitch or the speed of your sound. To be honest, just by saying that, it sounds boring. You go, okay, slow down my, but no, honestly, you have the sound of a slowing down of a tape or a vinyl if you want. So it slows down, you can control it and do that in real time, which is fun. But honestly, I don't need that in a lot of songs. So that part is like, okay, I'll show you, it works well. And if you need that, it's cool. But the other part is really amazing, is the fact that you can slow down section of your song, of your sound by I'll show you. It's way better than explaining this way. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go and have this thing playing here, okay? Just this. So that's the clean sound with no effect. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add this thing here. Now, if I don't use this at all, so you've got two sections. You've got on one side the time stop, the real time. And it's really something you can play with. So you get a couple of modes. This is instant, like a gate, stop, on, stop, on. You have a slow down and pick up, and you've got the information here in milliseconds. This thing is just like slowing down, but then when you release, it goes right away. And the other one is you actually stop right away, and when you release, it comes back gradually. There's an hold function, so you press on it and it stays. So you might want to hold something on one track and then go to another track, play it live, and then come back and then release it, and it picks up, you know. You also have a sequencer, and that part makes it really wicked. You know, we can take something and make it into some, but before we go to sequencer, let's go back to this one here. The other section is the slow down, loop side, speed, and filter. So if you turn this on, you say, okay, I'm going to speed at app speed. So now you hear it's been slowed down to app speed. So of course the pitch is lower. And that's the length of the loop, basically. But what's cool, if you go like this, now my loop becomes something else. It goes back to almost the same speed as the original one. And so I've got a new beat, basically, like this. So I'm rebuilding my beat. And then there's something, now if you want to change the pitch with the same kind of rhythm, you've got quarter speed, third of the speed, half speed, and all that stuff. But now, the cool part is not that. It's what's under it. It's the filter. Oh yeah, again, filter. No. It means you can filter the section going through that loop. That's a cool thing. So if I got this, I could say with the filter which frequency I want to be affected. So if I say low frequency up to, I don't know, 2000, that's going to be now, put in solo mode. We have this one. So hi-hat is not affected. Open the hi-hat. Now the hi-hat is affected. Bring it down. Hi-hat and some of the high frequencies are still running the normal rhythm, and under that, the other section, the filter section, is the one going through the effect. So you can do the other way. So the kick is not affected, but the snare and hi-hats are. If you want to change the rhythm on these, you can also go, you can create new rhythm. So it's a cool way to create something new out of a fixed loop. So it really is a fun thing to do. Now, this is fun, but also at one point, if you leave that and go do something else, it becomes, again, a loop that is always doing, not always, but doing the same thing. So the sequencer becomes really interesting here. And I'll just going to affect everything so we hear clearly what it does. So for the sequencer, you can see the length, how many notes or steps, the resolution of it, so how fast it's going to play. It's going to be 1 bar up to 32 grid snap. So you can just draw what's going to happen. And then you can say here the type of movement you want. So if you go like this, right now it's assigned to amount of this slow down. So, and you got the fade. The speed is going to take for slowing down. See the value when you go the amount, you see a third, 3/4, sorry, 3/4, 2/3, an half, 1/3, 1/4, you know? So you see the amount of movement that's going to be happening. And you can randomize it. Now if we go back here, if we go this, let's say you want to do that only on the high. So this is still affecting just the section that you decided here. So, it's just crazy. It's kind of a loop creator in a way where this step sequencer is going to change the pitch of that sound. It becomes so bizarre in the way you use it in a way. They can create just new sound or new rhythm out of it. So I find it really cool on drums. Check out the other example. I'm going to take the other sound here just for fun. The second one, the Percs. It's just that. Okay, I'm going to turn back to the first one. Here we go. Unmute this. That Perc is kind of a distorted, saturated sound. Actually, it's from Bleass Saturator, so I've got this, if I take this out, it's a very boring sound. This brings it to a cool, nice, bit destruction sound. Okay, let's go back to this one. If I activate this now, now listen carefully. You have the sound in two sections. You've got the top end, which is not affected. You get the bottom, or this alphabet, which is affected by the speed and the pitch. And I can create new rhythm out of it. So just one sound, but it's such a wide spread of frequencies that you can actually, in this, you get the high top and the bottom, and they have two different rhythms. Now, if I go back to sequencer here, I can actually go. Now, in some way, you could even create like pitch control, because you're changing the tempo and you're changing the sampling rate or slowing down the tempo, so it sounds different in the pitch. So you could even use this some type of pitch control at one point for a non-pitch sound originally. So I find this really fun. It just creates movements in the sound. Well, that's it. That's the Bleass Slow Machine plugin. If you like that type of control and pitch control and tempo control and the very fun fact that you can use just a filter to filter out what's going to go through this before, and the sequencer, it's just like, I find Bleass people being very creative and musically effective. This is musically fun to use and useful. So thank you guys for a good job, and stay safe and make more music, guys. Cheers.